Well, welcome back to the Timeline Ranch. It's a beautiful afternoon. Let's take a walk around and look at some of the native flowers that are in bloom mid-March 2026. That's a gorgeous day. So these are quite abundant around here. These are some flowers in the Asteraceae family. Some years when we get a lot of little light showers in a row, these will come in thick enough to look like carpet across here. These are bicolored fan mustard. They're called that because they have two different colors of flower on the same plant. Here's a nice specimen of bicolored fan mustard. This is Findler's bladder pod. All these flowers like well-drained soil, sandy, clay, or rocky soil. This one here is sandbells. And some more right over here. You can tell the soil over here is a little better quality. The color of the purple is a lot richer in the flower. This is the soil that I harvested from the edge of the creek and put a layer 4 to 6 inches all the way down this level plain along the side of the pond. Yeah, it's a beautiful afternoon. And a nice specimen of the Asteraceae family. It's still early spring too. I'm sure if we get a few light rains, they'll all come in nicely. I'll be back in May in 2 months. We'll see another variety of flowers blooming by then. Inside this little fenced area, there's quite a bit of activity going on. I think everything's alive but the Mission Texas almond that I planted. I'm not giving up on it completely, but I'm pretty sure it died. Kind of hard to see, but we've got globe mellow inside there. Pretty good little stance of it. Right here is the overflow for the pond besides the original exit of the South Creek that feeds the pond. I've got a one rock dam over there. If you're new to the channel and you didn't see that. So when it can't get out of there fast enough, it spills out through here, which is why these flowers and all this greenery is starting to come in right here, because normally it would look more like what it does in this area without that extra additional water and seeds getting dispersed. Yeah, not a whole lot going on over there. You can see the overflows from about that creosote bush over to that tar bush right there. And you can see how many flowers are right along this edge. You can still see some of the sediment that was caught in the brush here from the overflow vent right here. Yeah, it was pretty high through here. It was at least 30 centimeters, about a foot tall. That's why all this sediment right here is caught up in these rocks, is because this is the overflow. We've got purple prairie verbena. not sure what this one is, but it's interesting. It's hiding in the shade of this Baccharis solifolia. Doesn't have a lot of leaves on it to help identify it. Interesting looking though. A little older version of Fendler's bladderpod. A little better looking purple prairie verbena. I splashed a little water on these earlier today, just to give them a little drink. This is that one rock dam I was talking about earlier. Now if the water can't get out of here fast enough, it'll go out of that overflow down there. Got a few purple prairie verbena peppered through there. There's some pretty nice looking ones over there. Let me see if I can make it over there without getting bit by a rattlesnake. Yeah, these are some nicer looking specimens here. Well, you can sure see the difference between what this pond, little oasis, created compared to what it normally looks like. That's very typical right there. A couple little tufts of green here and there, and that's about it. Honey mesquite's leafing out pretty good. I think if we get a regular monsoon season again, this is going to be so thick you're not going to be able to make it through here and see your feet. Yeah, it's a beautiful sight in the Chihuahuan Desert right there. Not a native species. This is Russian deal. I planted some seeds about 3 years ago and they've been reproducing ever since. Get a few flowers on there. This is from last year actually. It's starting to grow again. I guess it didn't take a freeze good enough to kill it. So this is the main feed for the pond if you're new to the channel. This is what I call the South Creek. This is a big giant leaky weir that I made out of rock that I harvested out of the pond as I excavated it. See if we got any flowers back here on the back side of the cactus garden. Got some bicolored fan mustard there. This one isn't in bloom yet, but I'm sure it's coming pretty soon. There's a little flower bud right there starting. This is green leaf five eyes. It has not real showy flowers, but they're interesting nonetheless. There's some more globe mellow here coming in. This is skeleton leaf golden eye. It's not in bloom yet. It looks real nice during the summer months, late into fall. This one has a quite pungent smell. The name eludes me currently. I did know it, but can't think of it at the moment. It's in full bloom right now. Yeah, it has quite the smell. We'll walk up the South Creek upstream. Some more skeleton leaf goldeneye. Like I said, this looks real good during the summertime. A lot of little yellow flowers on it. Some more Fendler's bladderpod here. A lot of those little Asteraceae family flowers. Purple prairie verbena peppered in there. A little bicolored fan mustard over there. Not a flower, but it's looking nice and healthy, and it does have some flowers on it. They're not real showy. This is a Fetter in Nevadidens. Here's its flower. That's about as showy as the flowers get on this one. The Mormons used to make tea out of this. That's why it's also called Mormon's tea. Yeah, it's nice to see. Nice to see the place at this time of the year. Got a lot of wildflowers getting caught in the rock along the edge of the cactus garden there. Oh, I do see some green leaf 5-eye flowers over there. Let's go over there real quick. Yeah, they're not real showy, but they're interesting. I know the quail really like eating this. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good grow season. We catch a few little light rains now that everything's had a chance to recover from that severe drought, exceptional drought. Some more purple prairie verbena and Fendler's bladderpod. Let's walk down this cactus garden real quick. There's a few cactus starting to bud. No flowers yet though. Prickly pear is going to have some pretty good growth this year. You can see it's coming out pretty heavy. Probably have a good flowering as well. Got some very early buds coming out on the Texas rainbow cactus here. You see one right there. Yeah, there's a bunch of them coming out. These have very nice showy flowers. They're about the size of my hand, pretty good size. At least 100 millimeters diameter, about 4 inches. Gonna have a good bloom on this one too. Usually these eagle claw cactus bloom around June, depending on how much rain we've received. Same with the hedgehog cactus. These are green strawberry hedgehog cactus. This is a Rio Grande prickly pear. This is leaf growth though, not flower buds. This is a blackthorn prickly, and it's going to have a pretty heavy bloom. It's going to have yellow flowers with a bit of red on the center part of the flower. Looks like it's going to bloom nicely. It'll probably be over by the time I get back though, in 2 months. There's a nice example of the bicolored fan muster right here by my old-fashioned pitcher pump. Some of the ocotillo, this is one I transplanted here, are getting ready to bloom. They bloom in April, no matter if it rained or not. The hummingbirds time their migratory path with the blooming of the ocotillo. They're a very beneficial food source for them. It's a tree cholla cactus. We use this as our Christmas tree. It looks nice with some lights on it. Doesn't look much like a Christmas tree right now, but it looks nice when it's got lights on it. Got a lot of flower buds coming out on this one here, right there. We're a bit early to see it, but this is the ocotillo flowers that will come out in April. These are just the bud form. They haven't flowered yet. We've got a nice example of the feather nevadans in flower. This is one of the species of feather plume that we have here at the ranch. Most of them aren't in bloom. This one got a little bit more warmth being on the west side. Interesting little shrub. Well, I think that's going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the walk. If you like what I'm doing out here and you want to help speed this project up, there's a few ways to do that in the description of the video. Buy Me Coffee's one. There's also Amazon. Every little bit gets me closer to being out here full time, making this project go a lot faster. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.